Okay, so now you guys should be able to hear me since I'm doing everything through voice mod. Hello. Um, close what's happening. Close. Save as. Series. Voice mod. There we go. I can choose go live, manage. I'm going to go and see. Oh, hi. Um, you joined the stream instantly. How did you do that? Unless you were subscribed and you got the notification. That's cool though. Anyway, pre-stream I downloaded a fresh new copy of Cinnamon. Let me just. This is a bad time. Okay. I just downloaded a fresh copy of Cinnamon earlier. So I'm going to install that in a virtual machine, and then we will install VS Code, since that's industry standard and free, inside of Linux Mint. And then yeah, we can go from there. Another thing which I need to do before I continue is set up my stream stuff. Wait till you're not yeah. Where is Twitch? You know what? Screw it. I'm doing YouTube first. And then I'm going to multi-window. And then I'm going to launch Twitch on my phone. Just to be clear, I cannot see what you're typing right now if you're typing. So, live. Good. I can now see the Twitch chat room and YouTube chat room. Mute this. Ah, there we go. Now I can see everyone. Now I can see everything, and I can react to everything. Yep, there we go. I'm set. So, stream chat's on my phone, and I'm going to create a new virtual machine. Installer disk image, Linux Mint. Next, I'm using Linux. This is indeed a new Ubuntu 64-bit based Linux distro. Linux Mint code test. Okay. I feel like giving it 64 virtual gigs of storage space, especially considering what we're going to be doing with this thing. Ooh, how much RAM do we actually have that we can allocate? Yikes. That's not good. What's using my most amount of RAM right now? I mean, I could close Firefox, but then we wouldn't have the video in which we can watch. Damn it. So Firefox needs to be running. It's just I can close the other 3 tabs.
Hey, welcome to Draft Academy. My name.
Turn autoplay off. And that's the video which we're going to watch. Taskman, please tell. I only have 1.4 gigs free if we're going to do this. What all do I have running in the background though? OBS 64. Isn't that Streamlabs? It has to be Streamlabs. VMware is what I'm currently using. This is why I want to have a multi-PC setup, but I don't have the PCs to do so. Did that just kill my ability to scroll? That very much did kill my ability to scroll. Alright. That's fine. Alright, close Firefox entirely, and then open it, and hope that it doesn't take as much RAM. This is a lot of...
Hey, welcome to Draft Academy. My name is Mike, and this...
Didn't I tell you not to autoplay? Stop. I'm trying to focus here, cat. No messages as of yet. Damn it. GPUs are a half in use, and I know. You know what? How about we get the VM situated first? Yeah. Yeah, we should. I'll remove the printer since it's pointless to have a printer and a virtual machine. Close. And finish. This should create, yep, our Linux Mint code test. Should have been able to allocate it. Unless VMware just doesn't like being on stream. Okay. Alright. So, first things first. We need to start Linux Mint and make sure that everything in Mint works fine. Everything inside, including all drivers. Well, drivers in particularly because this is using a really janky method to do this. Whenever I'm streaming my Pi, I normally... Actually, I could do this on the Pi, couldn't I? Oh, I can never get enough of that. It changed size on me. Alright. I'm going to minimize this down to that, and then... Let's install Linux Mint real quick. Cat, what are you doing? What are you doing, cat? This is going to be a very long stream. It's going to need to be. Yes, I have an English US keyboard. Yes, install multimedia codecs. Because I don't know if I'm going to be compiling for HTML5 or not, and if I do, I might need those multimedia codecs. Yes, erase disk and install Linux Mint. That's what I want. Continue. Yes, my time zone is in Chicago. I need a potentially strong password. Log in automatically, please, and go. And this install should be rather quick, considering that we're using a virtual hard disk to do it, instead of a mechanical hard disk or a actual solid state drive, which still has some overhead, mind you, because they are using physical chips. I'm doing kind of a JDH kind of thing here, where I go and do something more than I probably should do, and that should be interesting. In theory, I could grab another blank flash drive. You guys can watch me write Raspberry Pi OS to it, and we could install it like that, but we would have to get rid of three individual things after we install it for my own security. I didn't trust Microsoft with anything. Blabbering off to YouTube is how I cope with certain existential dreads. Cat, why you keep trying to bite my fingers? You do realize it's these fingers that actually feed you, right? Also, I'm hoping that I don't have to copy the virtual machine to my flash disk, because we would lose a significant amount of read-write speed if I had to. I'm going to check my system storage. System properties. We may have to. Yeah, we may have to. I'm going to have to tell VMware to stop worrying about this virtual machine, move it, and then do that. And then I'm going to have to tell VMware I moved the virtual machine. And it's going to have to go accordingly. Hi, cat. Hi. Do I have a lover? What's my nationality? Something. I don't know that entire song. It's just retrieving files and adding them to the hard disk. I make it. I imagine that after this is done, we're going to have to transfer this whole thing to another disk. Mostly because the files just simply won't fit. There'll be too many of them. I personally like Mint. I personally like Linux Mint, and I also personally like I also personally half like Ubuntu. I don't like Ubuntu that much. And it's mostly because of the UI for it. I'm used to the Mint UI, or the Windows UI from 7 back. Windows 10, I've gotten used to the Windows 10 UI. This is using OpenShell, but yeah, it's clearly running Windows 10. If I press Shift and Windows key, it'll pull up the original Windows. But Windows key, Shift Windows, actual Windows, Windows, just... Hey, calm down. Alright, cat? Calm down. You're awfully bitey today. Are you being murdered by fleas? Is that it? Is that why you've become bitey? Is that why you've become bitey? Yeah, that's why you've become bitey. Then again, you've been bitey since you were a small kitten. Actually, now I think about it, it's amazing how much you've grown. You're still covered in fur. Like I said, 500 subs, and you get a camera. And I also have to figure out some way to move everything over to another system. Because by that point, I would need to have 2 systems. One system for... Cat. Stop. I would need to have a system for doing things on, and then I would have to have a system to stream everything. I'm guessing that I'm probably going to prop my laptop up on its side. Using some, like, 3D printed things. And, then after I do that, I can reach my arm back around the side of it to turn it on. Not the most intuitive way to do it. I mean, if I really wanted to, I would make a 3D printed thing that helped stand it up, as well as provide an additional power button. To where if I press it, it would do some mechanical things to actually push the original power button. Cat, don't bite me. No bite. No. No bite. No bite. No bite. No bite. Ah, you satisfy my itch. No bite. No bite. Okay, small one. No bite. How many times must I tell you not? No bite. No bite. Okay? Only relax. Only relax. Okay? No bite. No bite. I haven't let my cat get a hold of the taste of blood yet. So, it's a good thing. You need to stop trying to bite things! Installation has finished. Good. I'm going to close, and I'm going to shut down. Cat. And the reason I'm shutting down is because I need to move the, I need to move where the install is located on disks. Because if I right click on my system disk, 6 gigs free is not great. Documents, virtual machines, cut. And then I can scroll down to Z, QEMU VMs. I want to create a new folder. New folder. That's just titled VMs. Control V. This is all just to make sure, you know, I can move the virtual machine and make sure I have adequate storage to do everything. As you guys saw, I gave it a 64 gig virtual hard disk, which means it's not actually taking up that much space on the disk until it takes it up in the virtual machine. Unfortunately, my hard drive is very small. My solid state drive in which I work off of is very small. I have a SATA mechanical hard disk right next to me, but the problem with its 320 gig capacity is that I cannot access it in on my laptop because, well, I don't have a mounting bracket for it. And even if I had a mounting bracket for it, I have no way of installing another operating system onto this mechanical hard disk. And even if I did, you guys wouldn't be able to see my screen unless I flat up installed OBS and then redid the entire UI thing. So it would be a lot more of a hassle for me to do it rather than just deal with the simple fact that I only have 6 gigs of system memory and a very small hard disk. It's amazing how I've managed to span 120 gigs across so many years. I guess maybe it has something to do with the mass amount of compression. I compress a lot of files daily. You know, just to make sure I don't run out of storage. I have a serious question. Why does this solid state drive have Phillips screws on the backside tempting me to open it? I mean, I won't because I know it works, but it's tempting, and I don't like that. I have tape, so maybe. Okay, so I had this installed, right? Maybe, just maybe. I would have to end the stream, though. Yeah, I would have to end the stream. But, in theory, I have some tape here. And, in theory, I could peel up the tape, cut it, and attach it to the hard disk. So that way I can pull it out. But that is assuming that the tape can stay. Actually, you know what? I'll cancel this. Delete the VM. Delete, yes. So I can now go to System, Program Files, x86. I'm going to have to... God. This is going to be painful. Documents. Probably should have done this all on singular drive if we're being honest here. But, wait. Can a Pi even stream? That is a very good question. I mean, it should be able to, right? Like, it's still a computer. Albeit a different kind of computer. Still, in theory, it should be able to. I have 2 flash disks here. I have this one. I'm gonna unplug my 360 controller, since I don't need it right now. I was using a 360 controller yesterday in Micromages on my Pi, so if you guys wanted to see me using it, there you go. New volume. I'm going to compress this. These are all my files in which I was trying to carry over to a Linux desktop to get operational. These originally came from a Windows 7 PC. So, by me compressing them, I'm basically creating an archive of them in which I'm going to store locally. While I do all this, of course. And I'm also going to add a pull tab to my SSD. I'm just saying this before I actually go and do things like that. Oh yeah, I have a lot of music in which I downloaded from YouTube here. Is it piracy? I don't know. YouTube is, you know, making things for the mass public, so I don't know if it's piracy or not, but on the off chance that it is, I have never paid. I honestly have never paid for a actual track of music in my life. The reason why I haven't is because you see that soundtracks thing right there? These 3 soundtracks right here, I'm pretty sure these 3 are the only ones in which I've actually paid for. And they're all 3 on Steam. So, yeah, I'm not... If I want to listen to a song, I will pull it up on YouTube and listen to it there. Alright? I have no reason to pay for it. Which, yes, in theory, could commit to piracy. But, let's be honest here. No one can truly stop what YouTube has become. It's a horrible thing, really. Oh, this tape is actually holding quite well onto the mechanical hard disk. So, just in case you guys are curious, do you know what happens and what vigorous testing is done to make sure that hard drives and solid state drives actually get, you know, certified for use? It's ridiculous, if we're being honest. It can almost fit a hard drive. Um, how long is this going to take? Alright, I'm going to copy everything to my desktop, which should be rather quick. I mean, this is going off of a USB 2 flash disk, so this is going to take a little bit. This drive right here. That's my USB 3 drive. This is my solid state drive. It's going to soon be a mechanical hard disk whenever I install Linux on it. In particular, I'm going to install Mint on the hard drive, so yeah. And the reason which I decided to install Mint is because Mint has a lot less issues than Arch. I'm saying it has a hell of a lot less issues because I